So Julian, have you been wondering about retirement lately?
Yeah, it's been on my mind a lot actually, and I've done some research. All right, Jacob, here's some statistics I found online. So the current state of America. So currently, over half of the country does not even have $10,000 saved for retirement, which is a pretty bad situation. And 1 in 3 have actually nothing saved. So that's really bad, just because some people have experienced economic hardships, but other people just haven't even started thinking about retirement. 7% of seniors declare bankruptcy because they get into retirement with a bunch of debt and then they're not able to pay it off, and so they have to declare bankruptcy. And then almost a third of homeowners retire with mortgage debt, which is not a good idea, because most financial advisors will recommend that you pay off all your debts before you enter retirement. So here's some recommendations. Financial advisors recommend you save around 10 to 15% of your gross annual income, and then starting off in your 20s will help you be ready for retirement by the age of like 65. Pay off all debt before retirement. So like we said, having debts or mortgage debt or credit card debt or anything like that is not a good idea if you're going to enter retirement. And this is just on average, but just to give you like an idea, $1 million will typically last you about 20 years in retirement. So that's around like a $40K annual income in retirement.
Thanks for the great information, Julian. I guess it's good to start young. So what are my options for retirement?
Julia can help there.
Well, here's a list of retirement plans that you can see, and also some benefits like reducing current taxable income, contributions and investments gains aren't taxed, and many more. Now, do any of these retirement plans stand out to you?
So I've heard of 401ks, IRAs, and HSAs, but I don't know much about them.
Awesome. Okay, let's dive a little bit deeper into 401ks. So first of all, you can defer from your salary into your plan straight up, and deferred money isn't taxed until it's distributed. As of 2020, maximum deferral rate is actually $19,500. But if you're over 50, the maximum is $25,500. Although I do suggest you start young.
I feel like I'm running out of time. How about IRAs?
Well, IRAs, there's actually 2 types, traditional and Roth. The main difference is when you pay taxes on the contributions. For traditional IRAs, deductible contributions now, you deduct contributions now and pay tax on withdrawals later. Although for Roth IRAs, you pay tax on contributions now and get a tax-free withdrawal later. But for both of them, you can contribute at any age with a total of $6,000 per year. Although if you're over 50, it goes up to $7,000 per year. Again, the choice is up to you based on your financial situation.
I guess I can make a decision after you talk about HSAs.
So HSA actually stands for Health Savings Account. It's a tax-exempt account that you set up with a qualified HSA trustee to pay or reimburse medical expenses, although you have to qualify. And here's a list of the qualifications that you need. So your minimum annual self-coverage deductible is $1,350, and your maximum is $6,650. Although if you're family covered, then the minimum is $2,700, whereas the max is $13,300. Do you have any questions on everything we covered today?
I think I'm all set, thank you.
Before you leave, I just want to touch up on Social Security real quick. So Social Security is a retirement support for American workers. In order to qualify, you need at least 10 years of working. You can only claim if you're 62 and over, although the age does change throughout the years coming. 8% can increase on what you get back when you get your Social Security every year until you turn 70. So that means everything you get caps at 70. You can't get anything else extra after your age. Also, the government may cut this, so this isn't a reliable source. Therefore, you can't really depend on it, but it is a source of income that you can have as an option.
Hey Jacob, I heard you were looking into retirement. When it comes to retirement, it's important to take into consideration your goals. This can help you determine when and where you'll be able to retire. What are some of your retirement goals?
So after working for most of my life, I really want to settle down, stress-free, be able to take part in my leisurely activities. There's also places that I really want to travel to, a couple wine and dine in my favorite locations, so I'm really looking to do that after we retire.
Great, it's great that you have a clear set of goals. Some other goals for retirement can include vacationing, spending time with family, going to concerts, etc. It really just depends on what your values are and how you want to spend your golden years.
So, how much money do I need to retire?
Great question. The average retirement varies by state. Let's take a look at a few states for a better idea. So these are 5 state options, including California, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Florida, and Texas. They vary drastically from $1.4 million to roughly $760,000. It really just depends on what you're looking for. It's also important to consider the costs of your goals and figure out how young or old you can retire comfortably. So I think we're going to speak with Kyle. Here comes Kyle now.
So you think you're ready to retire?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we'll just see about that.
Here, can you hold my tea first? Sure.
So do you have any debt?
I still have a couple loan payments to make.
All right, well, good. I mean, it's a dead giveaway that if you still have some debt left that you're not ready to retire, you should try and have all your debt gone by the time you're ready to retire. How's your living situation right now?
Well, I do own a home with the mortgage all paid off.
Excellent. You may be moving soon, so it is important that you don't have any mortgage left so that you are able to sell your house and have money to move wherever you want to.
So, what kind of expenses am I looking at when I retire?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's all about the goals. You got vacation, travel, family, leisure activities, and a bunch of other expenses.
You can sign me up for that.
Alrighty. So here I have laid out an average retirement budget for you. One of the biggest expenses you're going to have is housing. Whether you're moving to a new location or if you're in a senior citizen home, you're going to be spending a lot on housing for your retirement. Transportation, healthcare, and food are also a bunch of other essential things that you need to have in your budget. Getting down to the bottom here is more of your wants. So entertainment and leisure, these are going to be going out to concerts, going to those restaurants that you want to wine and dine at, as she said. And then also just another category for either taxes or other random expenses that come up. So an overall total for that is about $3,303 per month, or around $45K per year.
Wow, I never knew retirement could be that complicated.
Don't worry, there's plenty of software available to you to plan your retirement, and we're going to demonstrate one right now.
So this is a retirement savings calculator provided by Charles Schwab's. For this example, we're going to start putting in our information, and our current age will be 24, as that's a good age to start planning for your retirement. And we're going to say we plan to retire at 65, and for selecting our investment style, you can choose high to low risk. We're going to select moderate, right in the middle. Moving on, for our annual income, we're going to say we make around 70K, which is the average annual income coming out of WPI. Since we're just starting retirement now, we're going to say we have 0 so far for retirement. And we plan to save 10 to 15% every year, so that's right around $9,000 of our annual income. And for Social Security, we're going to say yes. We're going to say we start collecting at 65. For supplemental income during retirement, we're going to say 0. And for the annual spending, we're going to say around $45,000, which is the average for retirement. Now this will produce a nice chart for us where it was showing us how much savings we would need to meet our goals and how much our investing actually will provide for us, which we can see in this case we actually have extra savings so that we are actually meeting our goals with our investments. And down here they provide sliders if you want to change any of these different aspects of your plan, whereas if you wanted to spend more during your retirement, you could recalculate by using the slider, and then your chart will update and show you how much of a difference that makes.
Wow, thanks guys. Now I'm ready for retirement.